Are you skinny or fat and you want to be muscular, but you don't have a gym membership? Well, watch this video because I'm going to show you the best home workouts to get that godly physique. Let's get right into it. The first exercise is going to be lunges with dumbbells. Now, if you don't have dumbbells or your dumbbells are too light, I highly encourage you to either use a weight vest, or if you don't have a weight vest, to get a backpack and fill it with books or other somewhat heavy items. This is a great workout for the quads and glutes, and it really helps to make sure both legs are getting equal treatment. Now, as you go down and back, make sure your knees do not touch the ground, but you also want to make sure you get nice and low. Now, for our final leg exercise, we have the Romanian Deadlift. Now, if you saw my last workout guide for the At the Gym workout guide, you know I said I don't like deadlifts. However, these are a different variation that work much more of the hamstring while also putting less strain on the back. And notice that as I go down, I keep my legs relatively straight while giving a slight bend to my knees. You want to feel that kind of stretch in your hamstrings as you go down before coming back up. These are great for building the booty and the hamstring, and I highly recommend them in your at-home workout program. Now we get to the gym bro staple. Again, I'm trying to improve my triceps. For this bench press variation, I'm doing close grip, and you could do whatever suits you best. Now, if you don't have a super duper high weight, that's fine, but try to do more reps and even shorter breaks till you feel like your arms are gonna give out. Though you will want to increase the weight eventually to really build that mass. And for this workout, notice how I don't have the dumbbells pressed together even though I'm doing close bench. I found that when I have the dumbbells pressed together, it makes it easier, but it takes too much tension off my triceps. So to get the full burn, I try to make sure that my arms are about shoulder width apart, and of course, these work the triceps and the chest. Shoulder presses are up next, and these are great for the front and side delts. They mostly work the front delt as well as the tricep. However, I like the standing variation because it also works your core and back stabilizers. You're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck here, but make sure you get that full range of motion as always. Now we're once again back to my favorite workout, the pull-up. This is really gonna blow up your back and give you that nice V-taper look. And I want you to pay close attention to my form as I go all the way up and all the way down with control instead of jerking up and down like some crazy CrossFitter. A great tip for those who can't do pull-ups is do what I did myself to work up to where I am now. Jump up on the pull-up bar and slowly ease your way down. It's going to be weird at first, but it's going to allow you to build up that strength to eventually pull yourself up. Next are the dips. These are a great body weight compound lift that hit the triceps as well as the lower chest. And you can do these from nearly anywhere. You don't even need a dip bar. You could do this on 2 chairs or even a bench or tabletop counter. Though, if you are going to do the variation where your arms are behind you, I highly recommend you do it like how I do here so that you don't injure your shoulders. Warning, this next workout I'm about to show you is a variation that I personally like to do, and I am no way recommending it. If you are going to do it, I'd recommend working yourself up to it. However, with that being said, next is body weight rows, and these are an amazing workout that again work the lats and the biceps. Now typically I'd recommend you have a stool under your leg while pulling yourself forward, but if you're feeling like a monkey, you could do this. And I gotta say, it does make me feel like Spider-Man. And whether these are even viable, I don't know, but I always like to hit out at least 2 to 3 sets of these when I work out from home. And now we're on to the isolations. Now up to this point, my triceps were absolutely demolished, but I'm still going to show you the tricep exercises for isolations that I typically do. Now, even if my arms are completely dead, I still like to make sure I do at least 1 set of each of these to just finish off the triceps and make sure I leave everything out of them to really encourage that growth. So the next 2 tricep exercises are tricep pullovers, I think they're called, and skull crushers. These are really great for working the long head of the tricep, which is the showiest and biggest part, to really add on that mass. Now we're moving on to lateral raises, which I said in my last gym video, you gotta make sure you hit all 3 heads of those delts for that 3D look. And now the curls for the girls, the biceps. Now, even though this exercise is really popular, I still see people doing it wrong. And here's a great way to look at it. Imagine your elbow as a pivot point. Now that pivot point is locked in place, and your forearm, wrist, and hand is what moves up with the weight without jerking your body. And look at my elbow. Notice how it's just locked in place and just moving up and down. That is how you're going to feel the bicep burn and encourage it to grow. And now we're on to the exercise that makes me look like a dead starfish, working the rear delt. And not gonna lie, I low-key hate this one. it's a great overall finisher for hitting all 3 heads of the delt. And okay, I'm actually mad at myself for forgetting to include this in the last workout video. One part of the ideal male physique that I forgot to talk about last time is the traps. In working the traps, I choose the most direct exercise for it: shrugs. However, you may be like me where you don't have dumbbells at home that go up to 100 pounds, because that's what I've worked myself up to shrugging. So for that, I once again recommend strapping on a weight vest or a backpack with some books or other stuff to use alongside the dumbbells. And now for this exercise, I recommend you hold it upwards for a sec before slowly going down controlled and then exploding back up. For a lot of exercises, most of them I recommend you do this to really have that control, even if your explosives controlled on the way back. Now we're done with weights and we're onto the core. And if you don't have a bar like this, you can do leg raises from the floor. But you can also do it with 2 chairs, similar to how you would do the dips as well. And if it's too difficult to lift your legs, then do knee tucks instead until you can work yourself up to that point. And finally, we're on to the final workout, and I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna make you hate me. I don't know what these are called, but this workout destroys the lower back, and by God will you feel it. But I guarantee you, this will get you a very strong lower back. Also, even if it's not this, I highly recommend you to always do some form of lower back exercises alongside your frontal core. The reason being is that your front and your back are 2 sides of the same coin. If your back is too weak, and as your core gets stronger, it can create asymmetries and potential problems down the road. So don't skip lower back when you work the core. Make sure to like and subscribe, boys. And this video was taken live from Twitch, so make sure to go and drop a follow over there if you enjoyed as well. See you, boys.